Imagine a world where the floor becomes your ultimate seating solution, offering more comfort and versatility than any furniture store.
Welcome to the art of floor sitting and the world of furniture-free living. In today's video, we're talking about a practice that has been around for millennia and is making a modern comeback.
Floor sitting isn't just about getting rid of your chairs. It's about adopting a lifestyle that can transform your health, boost your flexibility, and bring a new sense of comfort to your everyday life.
In this video, we'll be covering three main points about floor sitting: comfort, the health benefits, and some of the different positions that you can adopt.
Whether you're just starting out and want to know more, or you're looking to expand your current floor sitting repertoire, this video has plenty of information to get you started on living a more grounded lifestyle.
So, let's hit the floor and check out everything about floor level comfort so you can see your living space in a whole new way.
A quick note before we lead you through all the different floor sitting positions. We're not doctors, we're not sports science fancy whatever
Physical therapists.
So consult your GP if you are concerned in any way about getting down to the floor, particularly if you have pre-existing conditions that you might be concerned about. This is just us sharing our own experience. Okay, so we're going to walk you through a few different poses that you can move through while you're on the ground, and I'm going to sit here and Sporty's going to tell us what's going on.
It's called staff pose by the yogis. Straight back, straight legs on the ground. Firstly, it obviously helps you keep your spine straight. It engages your core, so you exercise that. It also makes your hamstrings more flexible, which is something we in Western society struggle with a lot because we sit on chairs a lot and our legs are constantly bent and not stretched out. So we're going to move from staff pose into what the yogis call easy pose, and what in some circles is known as crisscross applesauce. So that's one really easy one. We all know it from being young or, at school.
Yeah, and so long as you don't have your mobile in your hand, you'll remember to sit up straight and not hunch down.
Yeah.
So it's also keeping your core strong.
And it obviously promotes flexibility in your hips.
Next, we'll move into half lotus, another yogi position. This promotes additional strengthening and flexibility. And this one, actually, it's easier to keep yourself up when you sit in half lotus than just in a regular cross-leg position.
Yeah, because your legs have the ability to get closer to the ground, making your base flatter and more distributed. I mean, obviously in the beginning, I know when we first started, my legs weren't flat on the ground at all. It's just a matter of practice.
Yeah, and consistency.
Yes.
And then when you get really flexible, you can do full lotus, which I cannot do. Can you do full lotus?
I've tried. I can try. You have to put your other foot through on the side.
Oh, it's like this. Oh, look, I can sort of do it.
But now your sock is off.
Yes, my socks are off. Maybe I should just take my socks off. Oh, yeah, it's not comfortable for me. I'll tell you that much right now. I need to practice it more.
Next, we're going to go into kneeling, which is called Vajrasana for yogis.
Or warrior pose.
Or warrior pose in English.
This is another one that can keep your back automatically straight. You don't feel inclined to hunch in this position. And Sporty's knees are stronger than mine at the moment. I'm busy working on mine. So she can sit like this. What I have to do is put a cushion
in between the lower legs and the upper legs. Apparently there are also energy centers in your sit bone, so if you're able to sit like this, your heels will push on them and create some positive juju in your body.
Over to Sporty for the woo-woo.
And then we are going to squatting. And I shall leave that to Ange because my hips aren't as flexible as that, so I'm not yet. I'm working on that as Ange is working on her knees.
Yeah.
This is the one that can aid in digestion if you're able to sit like this. It's obviously fantastic for your hips and your knees and your glutes. It's a little more difficult to keep your back straight. You can see that Ange's back is quite straight.
Not as straight as some people.
Yeah, some people can you won't be upright, but your back will be straight if you're doing it 100%.
If you want tips, look at a toddler. They squat
Yeah.
perfectly. Keep an eye out. You can learn from them.
Yes. And then there's side saddle, which is this kind. This is the one that's.
Yeah. You just sit like this, or you move it to the other side, and you'll see that one side is easier than the other side. And again, this is something you need to practice on. I always defer to the other side because this one's harder, which I shouldn't be doing.
And then the last one is just, sitting with the knee up.
Or you can sit like this.
Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's super comfortable. So you're resting on your
heel.
Can you see anything there?
Again, watch kids. Watch our kids sit because they can teach us a lot about getting back in touch with ourselves.
Yeah. This is actually a great one. I can feel this part, like my, what do you call this thing? The tendon in my hip.
Hip flexor.
Hip flexor could use a bit of this. And then you obviously have your knee as leverage to pull and flex your back. This is great for flexibility.
And that's it. Those are some of the positions. They're obviously lots more. I mean, it's your body, your space.
Yeah,
you do you.
Sit however you want.
Move around from one to the other. The best position is always the next position. Right. Let's give you some tips and tricks if you're new to the floor sitting game. The first is to just be aware and listen to your body, and when you're new, just do shorter periods of time, and then you can build up the duration as you go, because just going straight to the floor and sitting there the whole day, your body's going to squawk.
It's the same as any exercise. When you go to gym, you're going to start with lighter weights and shorter periods of time. So treat this in the same way because you're exercising your body.
And then make the floor comfortable for yourself. If it's not, if you don't have carpets like we do, make sure you put a rug or a yoga mat down.
Yeah, and also comfort and warmth. We found that in our flat we had tiles here before and we put carpets in, and it made a huge difference.
Yeah, and if you're practicing floor sitting, you don't want to be down here in your
tight pant,
in your skinny pants, because you're gonna hate it. So wear loose clothing.
Don't cut off any blood flow.
And then you need some props.
Yeah.
So one thing is like, for the kneeling position.
Yeah. So if your knees need a bit of help, or your hips, if you can't get all the way down, you could use either what do you call this thing? Like a rolling thing, or you could even use a big cushion that you folded in half to sit on. You could try that.
Yeah, you can get quite inventive. You can use a blanket, a rolled up yoga mat, cushions.
We'll just show you what we meant with or maybe you should show because of your knees.
Oh, that's another thing that I can do is I'm down to one cushion now, but I just put this between my knees, and then it's comfortable to sit like this. I used to have double, but now the knees are getting stronger. And then for side saddle, you might need bolstering on one side, for example, to keep you up. You're going to have to just work with your own body and see where you need the propping up. And then...
Oh yeah, this works really well. This is my uncomfortable side, I think.
So just listen to your body and see, okay, I need some propping up now, but then don't just use it forever. See if you can work towards eventually not using it as well.
And then also, just to supplement all this, is also just stretch regularly. You know, if you're starting out and you've spent an hour on the floor and things are feeling a bit tight or uncomfortable, just do some stretches for your hips and your knees and things, and your lower back, of course, as well.
I found a nice stretch routine, which I'm going to put in the description for you, so you can work through that on a daily or alternate daily. Daily is good, but every other day.
Maybe when you're sore or whatever. This goes without saying, but we're going to mention it anyway. Keep your posture in mind. Beautiful straight back, shoulders back, chest out, zip the core.
The whole idea is to think about keeping yourself up. I mean, it's tempting to go and lean against the wall, and sometimes we do that in the evenings if we're tired or whatever, but the whole idea is to keep yourself up and keep you...
To build a pillar of strength.
Because this is a big part of aging with intention, so that you don't become one of those fall statistics later on, or if you do happen to fall for some reason, that you're able to just get up again and get yourself up off the floor. You don't want to be stuck down there, this will help with that.
It obviously also contributes to being independent, because you can take care of yourself.
Yeah, which is another thing that we are focusing on big time, is to age with intention, so that we can live independently for as long as possible.
Yeah, hopefully till the very end.
Like Grandma Gatewood.
Yeah. Oh, we'll link to that. That's a great
that's
story.
such a good story.
Yeah.
And then be patient with yourself, like if you're not used to being down here, if you've spent the last 10, 20, however many years on a couch, coming down here it's going to be tough. Your body's going to have a lot to say about it. So just be patient, be gentle, and be persistent.
And on that note, don't push through the pain. If you've got pain, change position or stop for a while. And do the stretches. There's no need to suffer through this.
Yeah.
This is for comfort and for strength.
Yeah, and also you're playing the long game here, so give yourself your best chance.
Yeah.
There are plenty of benefits to floor sitting for your health and from a comfort point of view, believe it or not.
Ground sitting promotes groundedness because you're on the ground. And mindfulness, because you become more aware of your body, because you're not being held up by things.
Yeah, you're not slouching on a chair. I mean, if you take note the next time you're on your couch, you kind of forget about your body because you're just slouching. Here you're constantly moving, so it does promote a sense of mindfulness.
Yes. Ground sitting or living also allows you a lot more space to move and gives you sort of a natural setting to change postures naturally.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a bonus because we don't have the biggest apartment, and like our little lounge space here, if we had a typical coffee table and chairs and couches, there's no space left to do anything.
To move, yeah.
Yeah, but we can turn the space into whatever we want.
So from a health perspective, the benefits are also quite numerous. It improves your posture and spinal alignment.
It also enhances your flexibility, specifically in the lower body, like your hips, knees and ankles, because you're constantly moving around, it automatically enhances that.
And it strengthens your core and leg muscles for obvious reasons. You're always up and down.
Yeah, you need to use your legs. So.
Yeah, and engage your core naturally. And all that movement in turn strengthens your balance and improves your coordination.
And they say that it can also improve your cardiovascular fitness, which I guess is because you have to propel yourself up from the ground and not just from off a chair. And then certain positions can aid digestion. For example, if you sit in a squat for a prolonged period.
So there's loads of good health benefits to this way of being.
There also there are various studies that have been done on floor sitting and the benefits, especially for older people, because older people are more prone to falls, like from the age of 65 and over. If you fall, you need to be able to get up. So we'll link to some of those studies as well, but that's just something to keep in mind, that sitting on the floor benefits that as well later in life.
So that's it, a comprehensive guide to the art of floor sitting.
We've explored different positions, offered tips for beginners, and even shown you how it can benefit both your comfort and your health.
Whether you want to fully embrace a furniture-free lifestyle or just add some variety to your seating options, floor sitting can be an absolute game changer.
We'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite floor sitting position? And if you're new to this, which one are you excited to try first?
Drop a comment below and share your thoughts and experiences for the rest of us.
If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up and also share it with your friends. Maybe they're also interested in living in a more grounded way.
Remember to subscribe for more tips on simple, slow living. Next is our blooper segment where you get to laugh at us. And then after that, we'll suggest something else to watch. So go make some popcorn.
See you later.
Bye. So that's it. A comprehensive guide to something or other.
Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's your favourite sorting?
Show me where your finger's going to be. A bit closer towards you. Yeah. No. Do it like, copy me. Yeah.
I'm an individual.
No. Not in this. Not while I'm the boss.
Okay, I'm saying this part.
Okay.
If you enjoyed this video, you're going to love our video about sleeping on the floor.